Hey guys, so I am starting this look off today with my Clinique eyeshadow primer. I always blend the primer out with my fingers. The warmth of your fingers really just helps to make the product blend very seamlessly and very easily as well. So now I am setting that primer with an eyeshadow that is very similar to my skin tone. The brushes I'm going to be using today is by Lavish. Got it in the BoxyCharm April 2020 box. And you guys, if you've been watching my makeup videos, you know I have been raving about this hooded eye technique that I recently learned. It's really awesome. It really lifts up your eyes. You kind of just start from the bottom with a bullet pencil with your transition shade. You go up to the tip of your eyebrow, and then the main point of this technique is to make a horizontal line that goes from the iris of your eyeball to meet up with that line that you've placed on the outer end of your eyebrow. That probably just confused you. Like if you didn't see me do it, that description probably confused you, but it's an awesome technique. The transition shade that I'm using is from my Lovev palette. Also got that in the BoxyCharm 2020 box. Definitely love this one. I always wanted to try the Lovev eyeshadows, and I definitely was not disappointed. So now I am taking my Butter London palette and deepening the outer third of my eye look. Now the brush I'm using, this is a perfect brush to do this. It's the Sigma brush, and I'm going to have to get the number for you and put it in the description. But what you want to do is kind of get it right in between your crease, and you just take a deeper tone and you put it right in your crease, but underneath the crease shade, just underneath the crease shade, and it really adds depth and dimension to your look. You can kind of, make a triangular shape out of it. That's why that's a great brush to do so. But it really is so awesome to get depth and dimension to the eye look. And anytime you add another color on, you absolutely want to blend it. You want to be sure that all of the colors are just kind of blending seamlessly together. So I'm using the same blending brush as I did for my transition shade. And then once you go in and re-blend your eyeshadow, a lot of the times you're going to need to go back and reapply the deeper color to the outer third. I mean, you probably are going to be needing to do that at least a few times during the entire eyeshadow routine. You just want to be sure it is that kind of deep and dark consistency. So when you're blending, it kind of goes away, and so you just need to reapply, which is how eyeshadow works anyways, you guys. You want to definitely kind of play up and build up your eyeshadow. You don't want to stick a whole lot of a dark color on, because it's just not going to blend as well. So now today I decided to do a cut crease. I'm using my Morphe concealer, and as you just saw, I gave myself a guide so that I know how high it needs to go up as to not transfer the concealer to places on my eyelid that I don't want it to be. And then, once you have that guide, once you know how to do that is, you just need practice if you have troubles with the cut crease. So now I'm going in with a Shimmer Shine shade. Gotta add some shimmer to it. Yeah, I really love this Butter London palette. Again, this was a BoxyCharm product over the last summer, I believe. And I did not need to wet my brush because the concealer was still, really tacky. And so you absolutely don't need to wet your brush if you're placing it on top of the concealer. But notice how I am patting. Like, I'm not dragging that color, I'm patting it. That's going to give you the best payoff, the best result. Then I wanted to add a little bit more color to it. So I added this awesome green color. And again, I am re-deepening, re-darkening the outer third. But also what I'm doing here is with a very light hand, I am kind of blending in the outer third with that middle shade. So, because I wanted to give it just kind of a nice blend and make them kind of blend into each other. And then I am just going in and re-blending once again. That's the word for the day, and always blend, blend, blend. So now I love doing this. Voila! I love my little cute magic tricks. Bam, again. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love these eyeshadow, or these eyelashes. They are awesome. I will definitely have them for you. And I am super excited that I get to finally try this Maybelline FitMe foundation. I've heard so many things about it. It's, you know, a fairly old product, but I am just now getting around to trying it. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint. I'm always two separate shades. You know, I never seem to be fit one shade quite right. So I definitely had to get two shades. And I'm using the blending brushes that we got from, again, BoxyCharm. It's a Hank and Henry. It was a duo that we got. But yeah, back to this foundation. I really love it. It dries to a matte. Yes, it's kind of a matte foundation. However, it does not leave your face feeling dry or anything. And I mean, it's very buildable too. So I really like that as well. Because I do go in with a second coat and it is still, you know, skin looking to me. And in my opinion, it's not like a super heavy coverage, but it does give great coverage. So yeah, very pleased with it. So now I'm going in and I'm going to use the concealer in my highlight spots. Definitely under my eye, bridge of my nose. And I do also go in with the brighter, lighter tone from the Tarte Shape Tape because I really want to brighten underneath my eyes. I never use like a whole bunch of concealer, but I definitely do use the concealer. And then the great part about this is if you take a blending brush like the one I'm using here that has a nice fine point and tip to it, you can go ahead and sharpen your eyeshadow look even further with your concealer. And that's the thing, you guys, like we see all of these awesome makeup looks and sometimes I can see how people will think that, you know, this person is able just to slap their makeup on and have an awesome, flawless, perfect finish. But really it is just about tips and tricks and knowing how to get that look. Nobody's able to just, you know, put it on and voila, it's there. You just need practice and you need the knowledge of, you know, the things that you should use and how you should be going about it. So now I'm just setting that concealer with my Becca face powder. I absolutely love that stuff. And I never bake, so I am swiping it away right away. I just want to get that, you know, that extra flawless look. So now that I've done the concealer, I'm going in and finishing up the eye look, and I'm just adding the same colors that I have up top. I'm adding them to my bottom lash, just to give it like a really beautiful smoky look. Waterline eyeliner. And assessing. That's what you want to do. That's what I always do, is just assess and make sure I am, you know, happy with the look. See if I have to go in and change anything or anything like that. So another product that I'm using today that I've not used, that I had not used, is by Black Radiance. It is a contour and sculpting palette. Yeah, I'm not sure that I loved this. You know, I guess the final result, it was good enough. However, I have a Makeup Revolution contour stick and it blends so much more easily and seamlessly than this palette did for me. So, you know, I may give it another try, but I'm definitely not happy with how hard and how tough it was to blend this stuff out. I mean, and even then it didn't give a very flawless blend, which is exactly why I'm doing this now. I just wanted to kind of clean up that contour because I just didn't like how it turned out. So I'm taking my Laura Mercier powder and again, a nice beauty blender with a nice tip to it, and I'm just going to clean up my contour. This Ciate London blush, I have absolutely been loving this stuff. You know, anything Ciate London, we've been getting a lot in our BoxyCharm, and I really have loved every single product that I have tried and received from Ciate London. So that is pretty awesome. So now I'm just swiping away the Laura Mercier powder. You do kind of gotta put some effort into it. It doesn't just swipe away very easily. You gotta put some effort into it for sure. This blending brush that you see me use, I use that multiple times throughout my routine. And then now I am adding, of course, the highlighter. Love, love, love highlighter. I always go in with my fingers first because I first use the Stila highlighter, which is not a powder or a liquid. It's kind of like a cream powdery base. And so I always use my finger first, and then I go in as I'm doing now, and I kind of blend it out with my highlighting brush. And then I will go in with another color of highlighter, and I got that from the Sam Marcel highlighter palette collection, or the set. Comes with about 6 different highlighters. Really love this stuff. And now I am adding lip liner to my lips to get the make. Now watch this face, actually. This is the face I make when I realize that I just applied my lip liner off camera. You guys can't even see it. And oh my gosh, I hate when I do that. So you could see my face. I'm clearly visibly frustrated with that. So then what I do is I go up and I start applying it and acting like it's not there, just so you guys don't miss it all. But yeah, that's kind of funny to me. So now with the lipstick, I'm using my Huda Beauty Liquid Lip. I love this stuff as well. Man, it goes on really silky and smooth and beautifully, and then it dries down to a really beautiful matte. And once it dries down to a matte, you can't even feel that you have it on your face. So it's pretty awesome. And yeah, guys, this is it. This is the final result. This is actually one of my favorite faces that I have done in a very long time. I really love how this turned out. I mean, I wonder how it would have turned out if I would have had the contour stick that I typically use, that I use and love, because yeah, I'm very, very happy and pleased how this came out. If you guys want to recreate the look, absolutely do it, and tag me on Instagram if you do that. My Instagram handle is Davion's Dish. And hey, you guys, hit that like button. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. It really helps me out. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.